Hello, and thank you for joining Paper Crafting with Tracy. Today I'm going to show you how to make this card here, just using little scraps of paper that you might have around. If you're like me, you end up having designer series paper with all these little bits and pieces at the end, so this is just a quick card to show you how you can use some of these scraps up rather than wasting them all. So you're going to start with just a piece of cardstock that is 3 3/4 by 5. And we're just going to lay out some of this in kind of an angle. And remember, designer series paper has 2 sides, so I've got a bunch more here too. Various widths and colors. Put some like so, and just kind of lay it out. Like this. And I'm going to leave an opening for my sentiment. I'll spread these out a tiny bit because I like having the little bit of white. And when I do this, again, being thrifty with my paper, I'm going to put this near the end so that I've still got more designer series paper I can use. Okay, like so. Getting kind of an idea if I bring this one in. Let's get another thin one in there. And again, this is just kind of rough to start, like so. Okay, and now all I'm going to do is, starting with one of them, just take some of our glue here. And you've got a kind of a rough estimate as to where your paper goes. So we'll just put some glue on the end. And I will just lay that kind of in a position that I want. Again, just making sure that the tip is over the edge. Okay, and we'll trim all that up in just a moment. So again, it's coming down to about here. So I will just lay a bunch of glue, and it will overhang. I'm okay with that. And now this is when you want to make sure things are kind of lined up. And again, making sure we go past. Oops. Line things up. Oops. And as you can see, I didn't quite get it quite past. So that's where we adjust. Okay. Now again, coming down. Not sure if I put quite enough on there. No, I did not, because this one is going to take up quite a bit more. It's going to take most of that paper. Okay, like so. And again, just repeating as we go. Okay, as you can see, I'm not super heavy with the glue on there. This is really good glue. So I just kind of spread it around. More isn't always better. Okay, and this is where you just want to kind of really watch your angle just so you're not too far off from the last one. And again, be careful, because as you can see, I was starting to glue it to my paper. So just adjust that every now and then. And I didn't quite put enough glue on the end there, so we'll just, there we go. And the last one. And we'll see once I get this done if I need another little one now that I've glued things. Like so. Okay, again, watching that I haven't glued too much down. And I might get another little piece in there, just for right there. Like so. Okay, so doesn't look like much there, but you're just going to take your paper snips. And you can do it a couple different ways. I just flip it over and just go along with my snips and even it all out. And you could do it with your trimmer as well. It's sticking to me because I had that little bit of glue still there. And we'll finish on these other two sides. So it's kind of like a scrappy quilt or card. Okay, just like quilters use all their pieces up. Now I'm just going to get some native navy here. And actually I'm going to use Misty Moonlight for it this time because I'm not exactly sure where my native navy disappeared to at the moment. So I'll use some Misty Moonlight. And the sentiments I'm going to use is Sentimental Park. Last time I used Dear Friend. I think this time I will do Let's Celebrate. That way it can be used for all kinds of things. And I guess I should have had a block ready. Let me just make sure that that's... Oops, that was thinking of you. Let's try that again. There's the Let's Celebrate. So that will fit there quite nicely. And now I just need to get my block. I forgot to get that out ahead of time, so I'll just grab that quickly. Okay, so ink that up. Line that up how you want it. There we go. And that is most of it done now. So now we're just going to mat it and apply it. So I'm using Misty Moonlight as my mat. Of course, now I've got little bits of glue everywhere, but use my tape runner here. So it's a little bit of a messy card, but to make. But it's a great way to use up all your scraps. You could do it with designer series paper. You could do it just with various colored cardstock. And then I've just got Native Navy as my card base. Oops. And there we go. And then for the inside, again, I just layered white cardstock on Misty Moonlight. that's all. Oh, and then we're going to add some bling before I forget. Okay, and all I did was take some basic rhinestones and apply those on as well. And there we have it. A little scrappy card to use up all your little scraps. Okay, and with this one here, because I had so much extra DSP, I just did it on the inside as well, on some corners. So I hope you enjoyed this edition of Paper Crafting with Tracey. Please subscribe to the channel, and happy stamping!